innovation. To be innovative, the basic requirements are one needs to be curious and there should be a need for innovating something. As children, you all have fresh minds and we all want you to be inquisitive. You should keep questioning things and also keep imagining. Thinking takes us ahead. If we stop thinking, we'll stop living. All the beautiful texts that we have around us, including Gita and other such texts, as we always say that one should be curious to know. I'm glad that we got this order to share chapter 15 with you all. I personally always advise that being Indian, irrespective of whichever community we belong to, we should be familiar with all such great texts that we have. And I always advise that at least once you should go through the Gita. From class 9 onwards, maybe lower side you're too young, but 9 onwards you should have that curiosity to know what is written in Gita. It is of 18 chapters. One chapter we have just finished. If you devote about 2 hours or 3 hours of your life, you will be able to read all the 18 chapters. Reading is one thing, understanding is another thing. So if you are reading for understanding, it may take more time, and repeated reading will also be needed. I always advise that if you are not having so much of time to read all the 18 chapters, at least read chapter 14 and 16. 15 chapters I consider to be one of the most abstract chapters of Gita. One of the most difficult chapters to be understood. In this, I will end my address today by the small narrative which can help you to understand chapter 15. A young boy sitting under the peepal tree near a pond comes to his father and says, "My life is so confusing. I sometimes feel happy, sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes life appears to be good, sometimes again I feel scared. It's also confusing. Why is it so?" The father was wise and tried to make the child understand by taking him towards the peepal tree. He showed him the peepal tree and said, "What is this?" The son said, "Well, it's a tree." And then the father pointed out towards the reflection of the tree in the pond, which was upside down. Have you seen the reflections of something in the pond? It will appear upside down. So the tree was appearing to be upside down. The father said, "What is this? Isn't this the reflection of the tree?" And then father said, "Which one is real one? The upper one or the lower one?" So which one was the real one? Children, you tell? The upper one. The son also said the same thing. He said the lower one is only the reflection, and if we pelt the stone in the water, the reflection will disappear. So the father tried to tell him that the upper part of the tree is the real tree, which Gita says in chapter 15 that it reflects the higher order of life, the soul, the superpower. You call it God, you call it Shakti, you call it with whatever name you want. So the upper part of the upper tree is representing the higher order of life. And the lower one represents our materialistic world. The Gita is trying to tell us that the materialistic world that we are seeing, that we are living, is untrue. It will disappear one day. It's the higher order of life that we should try to move towards. And that higher order of life we will find, as we always keep on telling you in assemblies, it's all within us, in our consciousness. The consciousness is the one that is at the upper side, and we need to aim for that. We need to interact with it. The more you interact with yourself, you will develop a kind of detachment with smaller things of life. उससे गुस्सा कर लिया, उसको डांट दिया, उसको ये कह दिया. We are all engrossed with these little things in life. But when you think higher, you will concentrate more towards becoming innovative, giving something to the world. Steve Jobs gave us iPhone, iPads, okay? Walt Disney has given us so many good cartoons. Shakespeare has given us so many plays. They were innovative. They didn't get engrossed with little things in life. They look above. So I'm wishing you all to look above, give up petty things in life, and that way we will be paying tribute to Gita, chapter 15. Thank you.